Everything about Uyuni's salt flat, Salar de Uyuni. A tour through this southern Bolivian landscape will make you rethink what nature looks like. From the glittering white Salar de Uyuni salt flats to multicolored lakes that use almost every color on the color wheel and stone trees. This is one place that will blow all your expectations out of the water. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today you are in for an adventurous ride as we'll tour you through the Salar de Uyuni, the largest salt flat. Nearby lakes overflow at certain times of the year. This leaves a thin layer of water on flats into a stunning sky reflection. The harsh beauty and desolateness of Salar de Uyuni can make for an incredible experience. So, are you ready for an adventure? Let's get started. Bolivia's Salar de Uyuni is regarded as one of South America's most dramatic and stunning landscapes, if not the world. The world's biggest salt flat, stretching over 4,050 square miles of the Altiplano, was left behind by prehistoric lakes that drained long ago. A thick coating of salt spreads to the horizon here, covered by quilted polygonal salt patterns emerging from the ground. Salar de Uyuni is the largest salt flat, spanning 10,582 square kilometers of the Altiplano. Its ethereal beauty and strange nature have made it a favorite backpacker and tourist destination. This stunning Bolivian salt flat is well known for its jaw-dropping mirror effect and out-of-this-world perspective photographs. On a clear day, a tiny coating of water covering the salt flat transforms it into the world's largest mirror, reflecting the sky. Salar de Uyuni is located 8 hours south of La Paz and may be reached by overnight bus, aircraft, or rail. Tours of Salar de Uyuni, popularly known as the Salt Flats, and the surrounding region are increasingly popular among experienced and inexperienced travelers. At various times of the day, surrounding lakes flood, transforming the flats into magnificent sky reflections. This stunning and alien landscape is a valuable extraction location for salt and lithium, the mineral that powers computers, smartphones, and electric vehicles. The environment is home to the world's first salt hotel, road-tripping visitors, and local laborers who gather these minerals. Salar de Uyuni's raw beauty and desolation may make for a fantastic experience or a logistical nightmare. History of the flats. The Salar's geological history is linked to the successive alteration of multiple enormous lakes. The region was once part of Lake Minchin, a massive ancient lake between 30,000 and 42,000 years ago. Radiocarbon dating shells determined its age from exposed sediments and carbonate reefs, which differ between investigations. Lake Minchin, named after Juan B. Minchin of Oruro, eventually evolved into Paleo Lake Tauca, which has a maximum depth of 140 meters or 460 feet, with an estimated age ranging from 13,000 to 18,000 years or 14,900 to 26,100 years, depending on the source. Coipaza, the youngest ancient lake, was radiocarbon dated from 11,500 to 13,400 years ago. It drained up, leaving behind two contemporary lakes, Pupo and Uru, and two huge salt deserts, Salar de Coipaza and the bigger Salar de Uyuni. The Salar de Uyuni covers 10,582 square kilometers, nearly 100 times the area of the Bonneville Salt Flats in the United States. Lake Pupo is located next to the much bigger Lake Titicaca. Titicaca overflows and spills into Pupo during the wet season, flooding Salar de Coipaza and Salar de Uyuni. Underlying the Salar de Uyuni surface is lacustrine mud interbedded with salt and saturated with brine. Brine is a water-based saturated solution of sodium chloride, lithium chloride, and magnesium chloride. It is coated by a solid salt crust that ranges from tens of centimeters to a few meters. The Salar Center features a few islands, remnants of old volcano tops submerged during the Lake Minchin period. They comprise strange and brittle coral-like formations and deposits containing fossils and algae. Mythical history of the salt flat. Salar is Spanish for the salt flat. Uyuni is an Aymara word that means pen. It is the name of a village of 11,000 residents, which serves as a gateway for tourists visiting the Salar. Thus, Salar de Uyuni can be informally interpreted as salt flat with enclosures, with the latter presumably alluding to the Salar's islands or as a salt flat at the town dubbed pen for animals. According to Aymara legend, the mountains of Tunupa, Cusco, and Cuzina encircle the Salar with huge humans. Tunupa married Cusco, but Cusco absconded with Cuzina. Tunupa, who was bereaved, began to cry while breastfeeding her kid. Her tears combined with milk to create the salar. Many locals see the Tunupa as a god and argue that the area should be known as Salar de Tunupa rather than Salar de Uyuni. The legends, myths, and modern times, Salar de Uyuni offers everything to its tourists. Did you know the area has the world's greatest deposits of lithium used in mobile phone batteries? The flats cover an area greater than over 150 nations in the globe, including Jamaica, Qatar, and the Bahamas, and contain 10 billion tons of salt, 25,000 tons of which are harvested annually. Hundreds of conical mounds throughout the flats await shipment during the dry season. The salt is then sold in Bolivia and distributed across the world. The flats were formed 14,000 years ago due to the Andean uplift and were once part of the ancient Lake Minchin, encompassing much of southwest Bolivia. Lake Minchin gradually dried up when the high Bolivian Altiplano formed, leaving behind the salt deposits for which the area is famous today. Two contemporary lakes, Pupo and Uru Uru, as well as the two major salt deserts, Salar de Coipasa and the bigger Salar de Uyuni, survive today. During the rainy season, the combination of heavy rainfall and an overflowing Lake Pupo provides a one-of-a-kind scene in which the sky is brilliantly mirrored. Photos do not do the phenomena justice. I remember when I first heard about the Salar de Uyuni, I was amazed to know if some place that magnificent could exist. But it does. So with time, I researched a lot about it, studied its weather and the best time to visit the place, and I think now is the perfect time to give away that information. All I want in return is a like and subscribe to the channel. I won't get greedy, that's all. Back to Salar de Uyuni. The best time to experience Salar de Uyuni. Visiting Salar de Uyuni at any time of year is a fantastic experience. It isn't easy to define which season is superior because each has its benefits and charms. The optimum time to visit is determined by the type of experience you seek. Those interested in seeing the mirror phenomenon should go during the rainy season, which lasts from November to April. This wonderful effect is more likely to occur during these months because a coating of rain is required on top of the salt flat to generate the inconceivable sensation of walking in the sky that this effect produces. However, the wet season can provide challenges since heavy rain dissolves the salt and might render areas of the flat inaccessible. During the rainy season, tourists must avoid the famous Ila Incahuasi. The dry season, which lasts from May to November, on the other hand, has its amazing beauty and benefits. The light pouring down on the beautiful octagonal salt formations, surrounded by the seething cauldrons of the geysers and the golden yellow vegetation of Canapa Lagoon, forms an alien-like scene. The earth hardens during this season, allowing excursions to explore all salt flat areas. Crazy perspective images are shot throughout this season. The combination of dry weather, beautiful sky, and a limitless horizon create the quintessential Salar de Uyuni photograph. It boils down to personal taste if you're in a situation where you can choose when to go. It would help if you decided whether to enjoy the mirror effect during the wet season with certain limits to other sections of the Salar, or to experience a sea of white hexagon-shaped landscapes and the ability to capture wacky perspective photographs during the dry season. Traveling tips for the nomads. Bolivia, without a doubt, is home to numerous natural treasures. It also compiles the most intriguing things to do in South America. But how can these places be enjoyed securely? I have some helpful tips for exploring the area fully, making the most of your visit to the Uyuni Salt Flats or other magnificent spots in the South American wonder. Take enough money with you, as in the Uyuni Salt Flats, finding an ATM in these isolated regions may be difficult. Carry Bolivianos, the native cash, before embarking on any trip. Consider the environment. Being mindful of our global effect is one method to aid in preserving these natural glories. Many people visit the Uyuni Salt Flats, and even the slightest effort can help maintain this destination as lovely as it is. Always have your ID or passport with you. Some tour providers can want your ID, and if you intend to cross the border to San Pedro de Atacama, Chile, you will undoubtedly require it. Bring only the necessities. It is critical to plan your pack and ensure you have everything you need for any activity. Know where you're going before you go. The departure location determines the logistics and duration of the travel to Salar de Uyuni. Most trips depart from one of three primary points. Number 1. Uyuni, Bolivia. The most popular starting location for visits to the Salt Flats. Uyuni is a little town with many travel firms on Plaza Arce. You may schedule a tour online in advance or use one of the local choices in town. Because Uyuni is near the flats, day visits are an option. Uyuni is easily accessible by aircraft from La Paz, 1 hour around $130 round trip, or bus, 10 to 12 hours, $30 to $40 one way. Number 2. San Pedro de Atacama, Chile. This is often a 3-day excursion. The agency transports visitors to the Chilean-Bolivian border and then transfers the tour to a Bolivian tour operator. Number 3. Tupiza, Bolivia. The most common beginning place for visitors arriving from Argentina. Tour firms offer 4-day itineraries from Tupiza, with the last day spent at the Salar de Uyuni. So that's all the time we had today, folks. Hope you enjoyed this video. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel and do hit the bell icon on your way out. See you all next time.